Review time, partner. And I am so tired of this deception right here. This is what got you in a chokehold. The left versus the right. Left wing versus right wing. Don't you know the wings are of the same bird? A little corrupt bird, Republican versus Democrat. They got you cheering for teams. They got you in this tribalism mentality. You don't even understand it. They screwing you over. I'm going to show you how it works in this video. Now, you get here John McCain over here talking about, oh, how the government shutdown was bad. Then you get people to agree with him and say, oh, John McCain is actually speaking some sense. He's right. It's the Republicans' fault. The Democrats love this little interview because, you know, it makes the Republicans look bad and gives them a reason to cheer for the blue team. Yeah, you're cheering for the blue team, but you're getting screwed over with this Obamacare. You're going to get McCain saying it was a bad idea to shut down the government because they wanted to repeal Obamacare. And what you going to do? Replace it with Romney Care, the same thing. That's where Obamacare came from, Romney Care. You see what I'm saying? Either way it go, we would have had this same type of health plan. Guess who else had the health plan? Hillary Clinton. You see, these New World Order compliant candidates, they are backed by Wall Street. You don't have a real choice unless you go outside the Republicans and Democrats. This is how they keep screwing you over. Let's get into the video.
Thank you, Martha.
You know, I've heard a lot of veterans so emotional to the point of tears over this issue. Talk to me about how you think this has been handled by the White House.
Oh, I think it's been terribly handled by the White House, but let's have a little straight talk, Martha.
Straight talk.
They wouldn't have had the opportunity to handle it that way if we had not shut down the government on a fool's errand.
That's when the Democrats start cheering. Go ahead, get your cheer on.
That we were not going to accomplish. The whole premise of shutting down the government was the repeal of Obamacare.
Oh.
I fought against Obamacare harder than any of the people who wanted to shut down the government.
I bet you did.
I campaigned all over this country in 2012 saying elect Mitt Romney and we'll repeal and replace Obamacare.
But see, that's so dumb. Obamacare is the same thing as Romney Care. See, it's all about getting you to cheer for the team. Check this out right here.
Convinced that Republicans will win in November, and we will regain our majorities in both the Senate and the House.
Go ahead, Republicans, start cheering. Why are you blinking like that? Hey, stop blinking like that. What's your problem?
And we will win House seats right here in Arizona. We will lead in Arizona.
Can you get to the point? Jeez, this uneventful speech.
And when we do, we will stop the out-of-control spending and tax increases and repeal and replace Obamacare.
And they cheering. But repeal and replace Obamacare means they're going to put in Romney Care, which is the same doggone thing. Think I'm lying. Think I'm lying. We're going to look at this later. But let me see. Here we go.
Governor Romney said this has to be done on a bipartisan basis. This was a bipartisan idea. In fact, it was a Republican idea.
Oh.
And Governor Romney, at the beginning of this debate, wrote and said what we did in Massachusetts could be a model for the nation. And I agree that the Democratic legislators in Massachusetts might have given some advice to Republicans in Congress about how to cooperate.
Listen to them now.
But the fact of the matter is, we used the same advisors, and they say it's the same plan.
Wow. The same doggone plan. Let's look at this.
There are some terrific Republican ideas. Mitt Romney in Massachusetts has initiated mandatory insurance so that everybody has to buy in, but then the government helps out those who can't afford it. Those kinds of bold initiatives, I think the Democrats have to put forward
bold as heck.
If, in fact, we can credibly claim that we can run the country and not simply criticize on the sidelines.
Now, this is key. This is in 2006. You see, he's praising this individual mandate, too. It's funny he's doing that. So either way it go, we would have had this Obamacare, Romney Care plan. But remember, I said Hillary ran on that plan as well. Obama didn't seem to like the individual mandate. That's how he got elected. Well, one of the reasons that made him look good, because he said he wasn't for individual mandate. Let's check it out right here.
Didn't represent her properly. They misrepresent her. Did they, and what do you say about that?
Well, obviously, I think that they represented her position properly, which is that she supported in the past NAFTA, which has been pretty hard on Ohio. And we've had an ongoing discussion about health care. Both of us want to provide health care to all Americans. There's a slight difference, and her plan is a good one, but...
Slight difference. This is the slight difference he's talking about. Check this out.
She mandates that everybody buy health care. She'd have the government force every individual to buy insurance.
Which is what Obamacare is.
And I don't have such a mandate because I don't think the problem is that people don't want health insurance. It's that they can't.
No, I don't want it. I don't want health insurance.
Afford it. So I focus more on lowering costs. And this is a modest difference, but it's one that she's tried to elevate, arguing that because I don't force people to buy health care that I'm not insuring everybody. Well, if things were that easy, I could mandate everybody buy a house, and that would solve the problem of homelessness. It doesn't.
Uh-oh, watch out, y'all. He might do that next. So there you go. Obama with his lying self. Y'all need to stop with this. You're over here arguing, acting like you're against Obamacare, you Republicans. And they're talking about repeal and replace Obamacare with the same thing. What the heck is your problem? Get out of this tribalism mentality. And people who would say, oh, we need Hillary Clinton. Well, she down for the same plan. It's the same thing. It's the same scheme. And why in the heck do we have a president who not only tries to sell us on a product, but forces us to buy it and penalizes us if we don't?
Precisely because the product is good. I want the cash registers to work. I want the checkout lines to be smooth. So I want people to be able to get this great product.